Okay, last night's worksheet, you already know which ones you got right, which ones you got wrong. Raise your hand if when you checked some of them, it took you got it figured out, but it took you a minute to figure out where you were goofing up. Okay, raise your hand if there were some that you couldn't figure out where you were goofing up. Okay, Audrey, which one was it? Number 10, okay? Why do you think number 10, just assuming that's the hardest, why does it make sense that that one's the hardest one on the whole page? Caleb?
Because it has 2 parentheses.
Okay, it has 2 sets of parentheses. What else, Mila?
You probably don't know a multiple of 52 and 4.
Okay, and it's not 52 and 4. But yes, you would have had to go out to the side and maybe do some long division on that one also. Okay, so raise your hand if number 10 was the hardest for you also. Even if you got it right, it's one you kind of was the hardest, okay? Let's talk about that one because there is something in that one that wasn't in our 4 examples. Okay, and that's the hardest part about order of operations is we could do like 25 examples and then you could get a problem that has something just a little bit different. Today, this is one that has something that we haven't seen before. I think some of you figured it out. And there's one today that has something else that we could see. Okay, so looking here, let's go ahead and make our list. Let's work through this one together. Okay, what does the P stand for, Dylan?
Yeah,
Parentheses. Do I have any in number 10?
Yeah.
Yes, I have 2 sets. Which one do I start with?
The one on the far left.
Cindy, you get with her on science. Is that okay? Because she'll be taking half and you can decide which one.
Okay.
The one on the far left.
Okay, the one on the left. Why?
Because it goes left to right.
Yeah, because usually we go left to right if there's more than one. So I'm going to underline all of that, but why can't I do all of that? That's my focus right now, but why can't I do all of that at once, Noelle?
Because it's like 2 math.
Yeah, there's 2 operations within this one parenthesis. So if we have ones like this, we really just cover up everything but what we see in the parentheses, and we pretend that's its own order of operation problem. So in that problem, what are my 2 operations, Colby?
I was something out.
So in this problem, what are the 2 operations you see? When I cover up that divided by and the rest of the problem.
7 times 8 minus
So what 2 operations do you see there? What are the...
7 times 8, isn't that like 50?
Well, we're not doing math yet. Kylie, I know, that's why I keep saying it, because we need to know what that word means. Kylie, what 2 operations are here?
Multiplication and subtraction.
Multiplication and subtraction. Remember, we only know 4 mathematical operations. So now 2 of them are here, multiply and subtract. So I have to look through my list. Drake, what comes first, multiply or subtract in my PIMDIS? Multiply. So we have to do that multiplication problem first. So I'm going to underline 7 times 8. Brennan, what's 7 times 8?
56.
56. So I'm going to put a 5, 6 right there. Minus 4. Why do I have to keep my parentheses still? Emma?
Because you don't want to change anything in the problem.
Okay, I don't want to change the problem, but how do I know when to get rid of them?
When there's a single number.
When there's only 1 number left. I'm not down to 1 number. I still have 56 minus 4. I'm going to copy down to everything else. Okay, now I can do 56 minus 4. Noelle?
52.
52. Drake, turn around, please. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this, even though it seems silly. Can I mark off my P yet?
Nope.
No, I'm still not done with my parentheses. I can do that 6 minus 2, which is 4. Now I can finally mark off my parentheses. Do I have any exponents?
No.
Nope. Do I have any multiplication or division?
Yes.
Yes, and this is one where on the harder problems, we will have to come out to the side and do some scratch work. You will have more of those today where you'll have to go out to the side and do some long division or do some longer multiplication, like 2 by 1, possibly 2 by 2. Is that all math that we know how to do?
Yes.
Yes. Is it our favorite? No, but it is possible. 13. Okay, there's our upside down triangle. Raise your hand if you chose or everybody did 8. Raise your hand if you missed number 8 the first time you worked it. Anybody? Okay, why do you think even though number 8's super short, why do you think I guessed a lot of people would miss that one? Caleb?
Because it's two exponents.
Exponents trick us. Exponents trick us. So let's go ahead and work through 8 real quick, and then we'll move on to today's stuff. 2 to the third, well, I'm going to go ahead and write my PEMDAS, even though this one's pretty short. I don't have parentheses. Do I have exponents?
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to start with this one. Zach, what is that telling me to do?
Times 2 3 times.
Yeah, 2 times 2 times 2. And what I noticed on your weekly worksheet, some of you will even write 2 times 2 times 2 equals 6. Slow down. Callie, what's 2 times 2?
4.
And what's 4 times 2?
8.
8. So 2 cubed is 8. So I did that problem. Now I have to do 3 squared. 3 squared is not 6. Cam, what is 3 squared telling me to do?
3 times 3.
Okay, what is 3 times 3?
9.
9. So then our math problem, we're done with exponents, multiplication. 8 times 9 is 72. Okay, but those are commonly missed ones just because of the exponents. We try and go too quickly through them. Questions over last night's. Any of them that you could not get to the right answer and you need me to work out? Kylie.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
On number 8,
Number 8. Yep.
I got 72, but I didn't do it that way. Like, I have,
Did you find 9 first?
I didn't get 9. I did 2 times 2 is 4 times 2. Well, I did 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, and then I dropped the 3, and then I did 4 times 6 is 24, and then I just dropped the 3 and then
So
did
did you just expand that out to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3? Like that?
yeah, and then
That's fine. Because then it's an all multiplication problem, and the order doesn't matter. Yep. As long as you started here, usually we just work left to right then. Yep, same thing. So instead of evaluating the powers, you expanded them into a new problem, which should result in the same answer. That works. Okay, I have a new worksheet to pass out to you. I need you to get out a piece of loose leaf while I'm passing this out. Okay, looking at the new worksheet, what's different about it than yesterday? Michaela?
there's like 2 pages.
Okay, I really have it split 2 worksheets in one. You're right. It's actually 2 worksheets printed together on one piece of paper. Mila?
They're like longer problems.
They're longer problems, okay? I expanded them. I'm stretching your brain a little bit further. If we follow the order of operations, if we know the order of operations, it doesn't matter how long the problem is. We can get to the right answer, okay? But I agree these ones are longer. So on your piece of loose leaf in front of you, I want you to title it Day 2. Day 2. Then title the top of your worksheet, Day 2. So we know that this loose leaf goes with this worksheet. So you're titling them both, Day 2. What does OOO stand for, Colby?
Order of operations.
Order of operations, which is the order that we have to solve math problems if they have multiple operations in them. What are our 4 mathematical operations? Emma?
Subtraction, addition, multiplication, and division.
Yes, add, subtract, multiply, divide. Now, we're just getting this set up. On our loose leaf, on the first line, I want you to write left side, WS, on your loose leaf. You're titling that on your loose leaf, up high, first line. What do you think we're going to work on that side of the loose leaf? Emma?
Is that the
Yeah, the problems from the left side worksheet. Now I'm going to draw our worksheet up here. Okay, this has problems. Okay, and then there's some over here. Which side's the left side? Caleb?
The one that says order of operations.
Yeah, the one that says order of operations PEMDAS. So on your actual worksheet with the problems, I want you to put an L up here at the top and an R up here at the top. And you should already have it labeled 000 day 2. Just so we're all clear of our left from our right, because I think some of us still struggle with that from time to time. Okay, then flip your loose leaf to the back side. Loose leaf. Loose leaf. What do you think we're going to write on the back side, Michaela?
Right side?
Yeah, right side worksheet. I'm going to write it right here, but you guys are writing it on back. Right side worksheet. Now, we're going to work one of these together just to show you that you can do them, okay? They're a little bit longer, but we just follow the same process, and they really don't get much harder besides we might have to do some algorithm out to the side or some long division. Sophia, I want you to look at the worksheet. Look at the left side worksheet. Which one do you feel like looks the hardest? You think the first one looks the hardest? Let me see if it has what I need. Do you think it looks harder than number 3?
Yeah. No.
We're going to work number 3 because there's something in number 3. I was hoping you thought number 3 looked the hardest. There's something in number 3 that's new that I need to teach you, okay? There's one new thing in number 3 that I need to teach you. So we're going to work it together. So let's copy it down. And this is the left side of the worksheet, so make sure you're on the front of your loose leaf because we're working on the left side worksheet. Number 3, long and ugly. Copy the problem correctly. That's actually a common error. Now, there's one thing in this problem that we don't know yet, but we have to know it to be able to work this. Brennan, what do you see that you don't know about?
To the right of the 3, there's a 4.
To the right of the 3.
Like the number 3.
Okay, that's the left. You mean this?
To the number 3, to the right of it. Like those circled
Like the circle number 3.
For
the right of it.
For the question below it? No, right next to it.
The exponent.
It's that. Right there. Yeah, that.
Oh, so that 3 is just the problem number.
No, he's saying the number 4 right below it.
Oh, this 4 right here.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. I agree. There's something about that 4 we don't know about. What about it is weird, Brendan?
That it doesn't have anything by it, so we don't know what to do.
Okay, it doesn't have anything by it, so we don't know what to do. That's half true. We don't know what to do yet. But we all notice that there is a number directly next to parentheses, right? Will you turn around, please, all the way? If there's a number directly next to parentheses, it always means the same thing. I wrote up here on the whiteboard this problem. That's actually a math problem. Does anybody think they know? And again, this is new, but anytime you have a number directly next to parentheses with no symbol in between it, it always means to do the same thing. Noelle?
Add?
No. You were trying to cheat by looking up there. That was showing that if there's an add sign there, then you add. But if there's nothing there, Mila? Multiply. A number right next to parentheses means multiply. So this problem right here is really just saying 3 times 5. What's 3 times 5? 15. Okay, but for now, to help you, because it's going to take us a while to process that and remember that, when you see a number directly next to parentheses, go ahead and fill in a little time sign so you don't forget. And I believe Miss Braunmeyer has even started, like on their multiplication fact sheets, she started writing some of the multiplication problems like that just to get their brains thinking parentheses next to a number mean multiply. Okay, now that we know that, we know everything we need to know. That's the only new thing I can add today. So let's go ahead and make our list. I don't care where you make yours. I'm making mine out here to the right. Zach, what does the P stand for? Parentheses. Do I have one set or two sets? Which one do I start with?
The left.
The left side, okay. So I'm going to underline 15 divided by 3. Callie, what's 15 divided by 3? 5. I'm going to copy everything else down. So now is where it would be important to put that multiplication sign if I didn't put it in the first step. Because, let me get rid of it for a second. If I just drop my 5 and put my 4,
45.
it looks like 45, but it's not. So anytime you have a number next to parentheses, now would be the time to absolutely add in a multiplication sign, a dot, a times sign. You could even just leave parentheses if you want to show parentheses as multiplication. Okay, plus 6 times 3 minus 2 squared. Can I mark off my P yet?
No.
Nope. Kylie, what's next?
We have to do 6 times 3 because it has parentheses.
Okay, I have another set of parentheses I have to take care of. What's 6 times 3? 18. I'm going to drop everything else down. Can I mark off my P? Yes, all of my parentheses are gone. Ty, you getting all this? Waylon, what do I do next?
You multiply 4 times 5. But, no, you change your 2 to the 2 squared to
Yeah, I have to do my exponents. What is 2 squared telling me to do?
2 times 2.
What's 2 times 2? 4. So I'm going to write my 4, drop everything else down exactly how I see it. Can I mark off my E now? Yep. Cam, what am I looking for next? Multiplication or division. Do I have either? What happens if I have both?
You go from left.
Left to right. Good job. That's why I'm trying to get that to stick to that brain. But he said that we don't have both. We just have multiply. So 4 times 5 is 20. Copy everything else down. Mark off my MD because I'm done with multiplication and division. Grayson, what's next?
18 minus.
What does AS stand for? Besides Amy Schilling. Add and from. We have a few more words that we need. Add and subtract from what, Caleb? Left to right. So let's start on the left, Grayson. What's 20 plus 18? 38. And we do that first because it's on the left. 38 minus 4 is what? 34. I'm going to bring this down. 34. And then we have our giant upside down triangle. So these problems are longer, but are they really any harder? No. The ones on the right side, the math will give you a little bit more trouble, okay? Because it's bigger numbers to work with. Waylon, give me just a second, and then you can, okay? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you in a group, okay? And in a partner, not a group, a partner. There might be one group of 3 because we have some absent people. You and your partner are choosing 4 from each side. So how many problems are you doing all together? 8. Maybe on your worksheet, write 4 at the top, circle it, and 4 on the other side, and circle it. The one we did together does not count. Okay, the one we did together does not count. This is your homework. If you get it done in class, you're done with your homework. If you don't get it done in class, those 8 problems are your homework. You're not working with a partner in study hall. It's just for right now. Drake, I'm picking your partner.
Do we pick our problem?
You and your partner get to pick. So I suggest, like, if Michaela and Easton are partners, she's like, I want to do number 2. He's like, I want to do 3. I want to do 4. I want to do 5. Those are the 4 you're doing from that worksheet. Okay? And on back, what did I give you?
Can you send Aubrey to the office, please, for a dentist appointment?
Yep, she's next door, but I'll get her.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so how many are you doing altogether?
8.
8 problems. If you don't get it done in class, it is homework. What's on the back side of this worksheet? The answers. But again, they're harder problems, so I'm giving you a partner to bounce ideas off of. I want you to work it separately and then discuss. Does that make sense? Okay.